Hello everybody, I'm Krasi and we'll be looking at the next 15 days to come. From astrological perspective, we'll be looking at the most important celestial configurations and also day by day, what will be happening during each of the 15 coming days of the month. So let's not forget that now, today, we have eclipse, which is a solar eclipse partial and which is happening in Taurus. I have separate video about the eclipses, and there I explained you that all four of them of the year 2021 are taking place on the same sidereal astronomical axis, which is the axis of Taurus, Scorpio, which is the most powerful axis in the zodiac, because there we have two of the most influential royal stars, and they call that, therefore the ancients call this axis the axis of money. It is very powerful. So we're having today on the 10th solar eclipse, and actually tomorrow the lunar month starts. So what they call new moon, I'm explaining almost every time. What in the contemporary astrology people call a new moon is actually not the most appropriate terminology, because the new moon is really the new moon. It is what we see to appear literally visible as lunar crescent. So the first lunar crescent, the new moon for us, will be happening tomorrow on the 11th of June. So with this new moon, the next lunar month starts, but we'll be talking about the next 15 days up until the full moon. So what is this eclipse meaning? Of course, we have activation of this portal, which is not benevolent. We cannot expect eclipses to be benevolent, but they're also not that dramatic to us, because they happen every year. From 2 to maximum 7 eclipses we have per year. So nothing new under the sun, you see. Also, these eclipses, well, we also cannot expect this eclipse suddenly to influence us, because the energies of the eclipses pile up. It is like we're still under the influences of the previous eclipses of 2020. So you see how it goes. This is why in my video, a recent one, when I was speaking about eclipses only, I was explaining you that actually we are under the influences of these energies for quite some time already, and they would impact us financially. They're like a portal, not necessarily benevolent portal. For those of you who have ascendant Taurus or ascendant Scorpio, sidereal or moon in Scorpio, moon in Taurus, temporarily do not undertake for important initiatives, at least up until the next new moon, until you see the next lunar month appearing on the sky, because I know from experience that the eclipses, when happening on our ascendants, or when they're happening on important lunar or solar axis of our horoscopes, they can block our luck. It is like, even if you undertake something that you know it is completely well arranged, or you expect very good results, something can go wrong, and maybe you will not get the results that you expect. This is about the eclipses. So yeah, the next 15 days obviously will be under the influences of this eclipse, and even the eclipse which took place before, which was on the same axis. Similar places of the zodiac were activated, and this was on the 26th of May. Financially, this is impacting, not in a good sense, the markets. This has influences also on the finances of people in general. This is not really brilliant. Now, so yeah, this is happening today. And then tomorrow evening, when the sun sets, the sun goes below the horizon, we'll be able to see the first lunar crescent appearing, which is actually on the 11th. And this lunar crescent, the first lunar crescent, this is the new moon that we're talking about, appears in sidereal Gemini. What is the situation of Mercury in the meantime? So the first lunar crescent appears with Venus in Gemini, and the ruler Mercury is in Taurus with the sun. What is here the situation is that Venus and Mercury exchanged places. This is what is called mutual reception. Venus and Mercury. Venus is in the place of Mercury, and Mercury is in the place of Venus. Mutual reception, quite powerful. This is benevolent aspect, which is about it is about talents. It is about knowledge and speech. Even though Mercury participated in the eclipse and was a little bit suppressed, which would say that we can experience further suppression of the free speech of people. But still, they both exchanged positions with the beautiful appearance of the first lunar crescent with Venus in Gemini. This will be good because people will be driven or will have the muse to create beauty. This will be good also. People will be driven to do trade work, commercial activities. They cannot suppress the matrix. They try, but they cannot suppress the business completely, even if they want, because people will have this drive and the muse, and they will see opportunities. And why not? And this is moon with Venus, and this is also happening in the vicinity of Sirius, and Sirius is such powerful, important star, which makes us visible in what we do. So the moon appears for the first time while Venus is in the vicinity of Sirius, the star of visibility. So this is quite benevolent. What is also happening on the sky is that Jupiter, in the first week of after the first appearance of the lunar crescent, Jupiter turns retrograde. Nothing dramatic in that. Saturn is already retrograde. When both masters of finances, if you want, are retrograde, Jupiter too, we can expect a bit slow down of the events. It is like we will be reminded of the last summer at the same time when things were delayed, when just things would slow down. Whatever you expect to happen or the results that you want to achieve, they would be slowed down. This is one thing. What is also happening, but this is towards the end of the month, the solar month. What is also happening is that it is towards the 24th of June, Mars and Saturn and Uranus form almost exact T-square. This is serious. This is serious. That is why June is not very benevolent month. It is because we have this already formed a square, not exact, but still, while Mars is in sidereal Cancer, in the same moment, Saturn is in sidereal Capricorn and Uranus is in sidereal Aries, and they form a T-square, which becomes almost exact towards the end of June. Quite serious to tell you. The month is not harmonious due to this and due to the two eclipses which are so much influencing us still. So yeah, this is the situation. And also, I would say in July we have much better luck. But this is the thing for June. We need to be really very intuitive when we undertake any action. And also we may need to be patient, and just patient. Prepare for what you want to do. Prepare, do your plans. Do your routine work, of course, but then for new initiatives, July is much more benevolent. Even though Jupiter and Saturn will be retrograde, I don't see drama in that. So let's see day by day. Also, see what I forgot to say. Of course, as usual, in the eclipses, we had the influences of the lunar nodes, obviously, and now Mercury is with Rahu, and this is about this drive, which I told you that nothing will stop people's drive to create beauty, to study, to share their knowledge. We cannot be silenced because this is what it is. The matrix will try further to do that, but it's not going to happen. Yeah, this is what it is. So let's look at the situation day by day in a moment. So the first lunar crescent appears on the 11th, which is influencing on the 11th in the evening, which is having an impact on the 12th of June, and this is the first lunar day, but the Babylonian first of Siman, first Simanu, and this is the day which is ruled by Venus. And like I told you, we have the moon with Venus, we have influence of the star Sirius, and we have exchange position of Mercury and Venus, and this is how the month starts. Quite good, because in the very same moment Jupiter is making trine, so somehow we are safe. Yes, we will be having some blockages, we will experience changes in the financial systems. This we will experience. We will also see yes, we will also see some difficulties due to the big square on the sky, for which I'm warning you to be a little bit cautious and patient and wait for new initiatives. Also, if you can postpone important surgical or medical interventions, could also be good for you. So yes, this is the first one day, Friday. What we do on Friday, the day is ruled by Venus. If you welcome the sun, which is very appropriate for many philosophies and ancient cultures, people would, in order to stay healthy and connected with the Creator, the highest and only one, they would welcome the sun. They would expose their spines to the sun in order to have good health, and they would also and also because it is Friday, it is good to know this is the day of Venus. So we may imagine around ourselves aura of white, pure, or pink, and we can wear the gemstones, which would be pink quartz, beautiful diamond, or pink sapphire. This is so appropriate for Venus. Which in the meantime is an evening star. You can see her on the evening sky. And what is better? And this, she would give you wonderful mood. Just watch Venus and you see how your moods will be changing, what immediate results you will get from that, from connection with this beautiful divinity. Yeah, this is about Friday, the first lunar crescent on the evening of the 11th, which is having impact on the 12th. So we're talking about 12th. It is 12th in the evening. And then the morning on I don't want to confuse you because I said it in a confusing way, but this is about the beginning of the month. And then the morning on Saturday, we are under the influence of Saturn. And if you welcome the sun, it is very appropriate to imagine to wear a dark blue or amethyst color, or even black you can wear, and you would know that Saturn is ruling the day. And yes, what is also appropriate to do on this particular day? Yes, you can do your commercial usual. If you do your commercial activities or business, this is very good. You can study. You can share your knowledge with others. You have very benevolent results if you study or if you do your own research. However, like I told you, the whole month would be under the influence of this big great T square on the sky. So I would not really advise to do important travels, surgeries, new businesses, but this is valid for the whole period for the next 15 days for sure. So this is about Saturday. And then on Sunday, which is already 13th of June, and it is the second lunar day. Sunday is ruled by the sun. We welcome the sun. When we welcome the sun, many people ask me, you see on your phone when the sun is rising, and then around that time you have 45 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes approximately, to be under the day of the sun and the hour of the sun. These are the first 40 to 45 minutes. So you really face the sun, you say a prayer that you feel like, whatever you feel like. This is intuitive, this is only yours. So yeah, this is Sunday, and this is what we do. You can wear, for example, beautiful garnet or ruby, very, very appropriate, or such colors and such food, oranges, let's say. And on this moment, then the moon will be, the day starts with the moon that is conjoined Castor. And you know the two twins on the sky, they're Castor and Pollux, or these are Gilgamesh and Enkidu of the Babylonians. And Castor is very spiritual. He's very pure, very natural. What is better than on this day to do some natural, like to spend time in the nature, to plant, Beautiful. This waxy moon will be to plant, spend time in the nature, researching, um, studying, meditating, whatever you like, commercial activities, of course, very benevolent, but also if you want to write something, to write a book, because I have so many people are asking me, they say, I want to write, to start a book or write beautiful. See, this would be a very beautiful moment. But again, I'm telling you, if you have to do important medical procedures, this day, on this day you may, but still I would avoid the whole month of June. But sometimes we cannot postpone, we cannot avoid medical procedures. So that is why I'm saying, if you have to during this day, you can do. To travel, do carefully with some preparation, applying your intuition. Yes, negotiation also not very, very appropriate, but create beauty. Try to something that would please your heart, do artistic work, something like that. And then we have Monday, 14th of June, third lunar day, very critical lunar day. The moon is exactly conjoined with Mars. The moon is very strong, she's like an amplifier, very strong, but then Mars is guest in Cancer, opposition with Saturn. We have to be really careful on this day. I would tell you, we have to stay away from any important initiatives. Just do our routine very carefully, stay away from conflicts, and this is valid for the 14th of June. Starting from 13th of June in the evening, we have to be careful. But this is a Monday ruled by the moon. So what can we do is you welcome the sun, imagine around yourself blue or light green, imagine the nature around yourself. You can wear Larimar, aquamarine, moonstones, selenite, pearls, very, very beautiful, very, very appropriate. So this is about this lunar day. And then, yeah, this is day to be careful. I can't say anything else. It's such day, but we can plant, we can spend time in nature, but carefully, without working with sharp objects. If you want, just carefully doing our agriculture work very carefully. 15th of June, Tuesday, the same situation, if not a little bit dangerous. We have to be careful. We will see in the world possible conflicts or possible disharmonies. This day, here on this day, we have the exact square between a moon, Uranus, Saturn, and Mars participates in this. Very, very careful. This is Tuesday, day of Mars, 15th of June, fourth lunar day, extremely powerful. The day as it is, being the fourth lunar day, is already very, very strong, very, very powerful. So we have to be very careful. I wouldn't advise any medical interventions on this day. Tuesday, it is good to welcome the sun and connect with Mars, because only he can soften his influences when we respect him and give attention. But again, welcome the sun, imagine red aura. This will give you also good energy of the day. Imagine also you can wear a ruby, what was the name of this? Red coral, garnet. Yeah, would be good. And then we have 16th of June, which is Wednesday. These are beautiful degrees, much better day. The moon approaches degrees which are beautiful in the heart of the lion. Courage, this will give us courage. This is just good. This day is much better than the previous one. And this is Friday, day of Venus. So you welcome the sun. Venus is ruling the day. You imagine around yourself aura of white or pink, and you can wear pink quartz, let's say, or beautiful colorful tourmaline, very, very appropriate too. And yes, you can do, you can enhance your courage, like exactly with, yes, with these energies, with some spiritual work. And also, there you have degrees which are good for enhancing our intuition, also degrees of astrology. this is about Friday, so we can do a lot. Here you can already travel a little bit. You can already, this day is fine for beauty procedures as well, for enlightenment, for studying, for agriculture, for planting. Very beautiful day for doing a lot of spiritual activities, plus enhancing your intuition. Some medical interventions you may do if you really need to. But like I'm telling you, we have to be cautious the whole month of June. Then we have 17th of June, which is, did I say, apologies, I said this is day of Venus. Absolutely not. This was day of Mercury. And day of Mercury, not Venus, which would say, because it was Wednesday, I thought it's Friday. No, day of Mercury, but beautiful for knowledge. This would say that the color around yourselves would be yellow or green. Emerald is the stone. This is day of Hermes, day of knowledge. And now it indeed Thursday comes. On Thursday, 17th of June, 6th lunar day, the moon approaches the star Zosma, star of astrology, simply beautiful degrees for enlightenment, for studying, for knowledge. You can even plant, you can just do a lot. The sun is the ancient ruler of the travelers, by the way, so you can even travel. Negotiation, be careful because we still have the tense aspect between Mars and Saturn on the sky. But still you can do your commercial work, you can teach others, medical interventions you can do. But again, like I'm telling you, this is only if you have no other choice. You really need to find date in June. Otherwise, I would say wait. The whole month of June is not good. And then we have now already, and this was the day of Jupiter. So if you welcome the sun, you imagine around yourselves yellow or orange aura, and the color of Jupiter would be, the stone would be yellow sapphire or citrine. And we're looking now at already indeed at Friday. The moon is conjunct star of astrology again. This is the nebula, beautiful for the ones that really study or practice astrology. This would be very benevolent if they really want to know more or to get more insights, to find information. So this is about it. And yes, these are benevolent degrees. Some medical interventions still you can do, but again, with this big brackets which I'm opening and telling you that it is only if you really need to, because the month of June is not so appropriate. Yeah, this is about Thursday. Other than that, travel you can do your routine work, you can do beauty work, you can plant very beautifully. You can work towards your enlightenment, you can study. This would be very good. When you share your knowledge with others, you will have results, very good results too. And because it's Friday, you welcome the sun, yeah, I mentioned, and then you see the color would be pink, and the gemstone could be pink quartz, let's say. And then we have Saturday, which is 19th of June, 8th lunar day. And here we have the moon in powerful degrees actually of knowledge, commerce, good day for this purpose, commercial activities, knowledge. You can have benevolent day for your business, for your work, you may even do negotiations and also, yes, Mercury is retrograde, you will say, but he has very good position towards the moon. So you can have some benevolent conversations, let's say. For studying is great, for sharing your knowledge is great, to travel is okay, to do agriculture work, to plant is good. So yes, and this is Saturday, day of Saturn. You welcome the sun. Saturn is ruling the day. The color would be dark blue, amethyst, and you can wear blue sapphire on this day, or amethyst as well. Then we have Sunday, 20th of June, 9th lunar day. And this is less benevolent indeed. Here we have to be a little bit more careful when we travel, when we negotiate. We can still do agriculture work and plant trees and just almost anything. Medical interventions, rather not. And because this is Sunday, day of the sun, you welcome the sun. And you can imagine this orange, yellow, red aura of the sun around yourselves. You can expose your spine towards these solar energies to give you good health and energy. And you can also wear ruby or garnet. This is what it is for this day. Less benevolent than the previous day, but still you can learn a lot, you can study, you can research, you can teach others, you can help others. Beautiful for that. Then we have Monday, 21st of June. Interesting day. This is, it is first of all ruled by the moon. When the day is ruled by the moon, moon is ruling, so the color, you welcome the sun, and after that you imagine around yourselves this light green, grass green aura. You can wear pearls, let's say. And also the moon approaches the degrees in the northern crown, beautiful for enhancing your exact knowledge, for architects, for people who create beauty. Whatever you do on this day, you may become visible. Your work will become visible for the others. They will remember what you do. So in this sense, this is a very good day. And it forms a very big, beautiful trine on the sky. Beautiful double trine, Venus, Moon, Moon, Jupiter, quite good. Yeah, so you can achieve a lot with your creative work, creative studies, sharing your knowledge with us. Beauty, like beauty procedures, trade, commerce would be quite benevolent on this day. What else can you do? Yes, it will give you results. And this is on Monday. And let's see what is happening on Tuesday, 22nd of June, 11th lunar day. Then the moon is conjoined another star from the same constellation, Zuban al-Shamali. And this star gives also such powers. People will be visible. People will achieve. They will be known. They will have achievements in their activities, and so this is another quite interesting day, but not that benevolent due to the fact that now we do not have this great trine on the sky, but still trine between Moon and Venus, which is benevolent. It is like you have the glory and the blessing of Venus when you do work of beauty, design, creating beauty, artistic work. All this will be somehow noticed. Beauty procedures on this day. Finding peace with somebody. Let's say you had dispute for a very long time with somebody. This would be a good day because the moon applies to aspect with Venus. Very nice. But it's Tuesday, it is ruled by Mars, and Mars is not really the Lord of Peace. So we can, but we can find peace with Mars by communicating with him. So you welcome the sun, and then you imagine around yourself, you know Mars is the ruler. You know, you have the intention. And then you imagine red aura, and you wear red coral, ruby. So this is another thing. And let's look at Wednesday, 23rd of June, 12th lunar day. Here the moon approaches degrees in Scorpio, which are degrees of the noble people, people who achieve good, reach good results in their career. They're experts, they're people of knowledge. These are people who know, people who rule the armies. These are degrees in this sense that can enhance your, can give you good, well, let's say self-esteem. If you work with these energies, and this is Wednesday, day of knowledge. And by the way, the moon is in degrees which are sacred degrees, knowledge degrees of Hermes. So yes, research the secret information, teach others. This is a day which is very good for healers, natural healers, people who practice natural sciences. So this is another thing, very good to enhance your intuition. Medical interventions, absolutely not on this day, not appropriate. Very strong aspect between Mars and the Moon reversed. To communicate, to do trade, not. It is mainly for your knowledge, for enhancing your knowledge, your self-esteem, your this is it, but not really. We have to be away, to stay away also from conflicting situations. But we can do a lot for ourselves in terms of this research and knowledge, and sharing it with others, giving healing to others, learning, seeing our own powers in terms of healings too. And because it's Wednesday, you welcome the sun, you imagine the aura to be light lemon yellow, let's say, and you can wear emerald, the day of the day of Hermes, the stone of Hermes. And then we have Thursday, 24th of June. We are approaching the full moon, but not yet. The moon is approaching not easy degrees of Scorpio, so we have to watch out to stay healthy, to take good care of our health, not really to take any risks. On this day is Thursday, day of Jupiter, so we welcome the sun. You imagine yellow-orange aura. We can wear citrine, we can wear yellow sapphire, very appropriate. But it's a day to stay away from any risks, no medical interventions. The land may be fruitful, so we may do our planting and beautiful agriculture work. We can study, give healing to others. For this, the day would be, and do our routine, of course. And then we have 25th of June, which is Friday, 14th lunar day. We have the exact day of the full moon. And the full moon is happening on the axis of Sagittarius Gemini, axis of philosophies, axis of knowledge. So this is another portal for the next 2 weeks, so to say, portal, which will open up our minds towards receiving this new knowledge, which is prepared for us to come. And also it is about our open minds towards the new philosophies, the truth which we did not have access before to, but now we do. So this is already about the next 15 days, and it is Friday, the evening of the full moon, and we can indeed, and actually this is happening on the axis of the Milky Way, powerful and beautiful energies of these very divine billions of stars on the Milky Way, all of them very spiritual and very influential. And yes, day of Venus. So again, as usual, if you welcome the sun, you imagine around yourself pink aura. This is the Venus. You can also look at Venus in the evening. She is an evening star. And as we speak, she will be already in the first degrees of Cancer. So I hope this was useful for you, and see you soon.